அது கூப்பிடுறாரு, என்னன்னு பாரு. போட்டு தரேன். இந்த போட்டுறியா? சிம் ஒன்று போடு. The placement, the location of the various Sannadhis are with a reference to the Moolavar. With a reference to the Moolavar. So, it depends upon whether the Moolavar is looking on the eastern side or whether he is looking on the western side. But the proximity of all other Sannadhis, the distance, all of them will be maintained with a certain standard distances. Not only distances, direction, the angle. I have already told you. For example, the Nadaraja, he will be always looking on the southern side. So, he will be located from the main deity Sivalingam with a distance in proportion to the distance between the top of our head and heart. What will be the distance? So, proportion to the distance, it will be maintained. So, human body is the prototype for all Shivalaya temples or Shiva temples. So, whenever we go to a Shiva temple, the Sannadhis will be located with a reference to the main deity or Moolavar or Shivalingam, following a standard pattern. Okay. Now, so with this in mind, if we go to the temple, Shiva temple, we may find all the Sannadhis in the standard place, in the standard distance, and the pattern will be almost same. But even though the look of the temple or the placement of the temple or the graph or the temple may look alike, the feel may not be the same for all the temples. It is being interpreted, it is being narrated, or it is being informed, or it is being conveyed by all the great people who visit the temple. They would be sharing their experiences in these temples differently. If they are going to get the same experience in all the temples, you just think of it. Why the sonnets, Devaram is different from one temple to the other temple? It is because of their experience. Even though the gist of the Devaram may be the same, but the way in which it is presented, Devaram conveying message, not only message, but also the music content, everything, if you look at it, then you will understand that they are not delivered in the same mood. In different moods, the people would have sung these songs. It is very clear, and it is conveyed to us that these sonnets, when they are sung in the temple, their experiences are quite different. For example, person to person also it will vary. For example, if Triyana Sambandar visits Natarajar in Chidambaram, his experience may not be the same as that of Thirunavukarasar. He also visited Chidambaram. He is also sharing the experience of his Chidambaram visit. No doubt, our Sundaramurthy Swami also visited. He also sung. He had also sung a song. Maditadum Adivika Nandiye. First time when he visited, the Devaram was not available now. So the experiences are quite different from our mentors, from one mentor to another mentor, one great man to another great man. Our great people are having different experiences depending upon their mood and their relationship with God. We cannot confine all the feelings in 2 or 3 relationships. It's only a mark of indication. Lord and servant, and father and son, friends, guru and disciple. We are grouping like this, but it is a broad classification. The relationship may vary from soul to soul with the Lord. Different souls have different relationship. A husband and wife, both of them may be disciples, devotees of Lord Shiva, but their experiences need not be the same, will not be the same. The husband's experience will be quite different from that of the wife's experience. Why I am insisting is that it may change from person to person, it may change from temple to temple. It is a multifaceted experience. One person will have one type of experience. So these experiences are offered by our temple. So the temple is not a simple simple structure. Don't compare it with any other structure, our temple. It cannot be compared with any other structure. It is a place for God's existence. It is a place for us to convey our sorrows, share our thoughts and feelings with the Lord. So it is the correct place. It is the place where we go and beg, where we go and submit. So the people would have thought about it, our ancestors, our great people would have thought about it. So think of our Shiva temple, not just a structure, not just a building, a stone building. Don't think like that. Why you get a feel when you enter a temple? Why you get a feel when you see the Moolavar? Why you get a feel? It is because of your love for him, with him, and towards him. So the temples, once again, I am stressing the point, emphasizing the idea that all the Moolavar, even though they may look alike, different in size, but they may look alike, appearance may be same, but it is not so. The feel is entirely different, definitely different, from temple to temple and person to person. If you go to one temple, you may have an experience, a feel. If you go to another temple, you will have another feel. That is why I will suggest, it may not be possible or feasible, but my suggestion is If you go for the tour of Talapayanam, if you go, my humble suggestion is visit one temple one day, not more than one temple. Of course, it may not be possible for our rapid round of these visit of temples. We may be willing to cover as much as temples in a day, because our tour program may be very, very tight, compressed, and it may not give room for more days or hours. So you will try to accommodate as many temples as you want in a single day. But will it give you the feel? That is the question. Visit one temple one day. Have it registered in your mind. Have your feel about the temple. Inquire about the temple. Inquire with your feel, not by words. Be there. Have darshan. If at all any Devaram concerned about the temple is available, recite it. All those things will fetch you the real feel of the temple. Definitely it will fetch you. Otherwise, rushing into the temple, having a darshan, Shivacharya will be very happy to show Harati, and you will be also very delighted to look at the Harati, get a holy ash and get dispersed. But what about the feel I have told? That should be the reason that we must spend leisurely, our time leisurely in a temple to get the unique feel of that particular temple. Today, we are going to discuss two special temples concerned with the biography of our Upper Swamigal. Upper Swamigal, of course, he has visited so many temples and he had sung so many songs. Nambi and Nambi will be saying that Ere Padikam, Ere Nuru Padikam. He will be telling in the last section also I had quoted. So, so many temples he visited. But so many temples he would have visited. But if you take the Devaram concerned with a particular temple, it will be differently tuned. Unless otherwise you get into the details, you may not appreciate my point. If you just go through the Devaram concerned about it, some Devarams will be giving you the details of his biography. It may share some feel of Upper Swamigal himself. For example, Upper Swamigal goes to Pennagadam, Thirupennagadam. Thirupennagadam is also known as Kadandai. It is also known as Tunganai Madam. It is a unique temple. It is a unique temple. What is the unique thing that we are discussing? Upper Swamigal, when he comes to this temple, he submits an application to the Lordship. He begs, "Oh, my Lord, kindly stamp the symbol of bull and your shulam, Trishulam, on my shoulders. Then people will know that I am devotee, I am disciple of you, because I have spent so many days in the opposite camp. I took the food they fed. I was of the preacher of their principles. wherein I was scolding, where I was denying the existence of Lord Shiva, where I was appreciated for preaching all these things and was fed. Now I feel ashamed of bearing this body. I feel ashamed. Anyway, you have accepted me in Thiru. You had also blessed me to sing Devaram. I am also putting those flowers under your feet whenever I go to your temple. It is because of you, because of your mercy, your kindness, your grace. I am singing these songs. I don't have my own capability of singing such songs. Even though I am very sure that you have accepted my soul, I am in doubt whether you have accepted my body. So kindly put the stamp on my shoulders as I requested. கோவாய் முடுகி அடுதிரல் கூற்றம் குமைப்பதன் முன் பூவார் அடிச்சுவடி என்பேல் பொறித்துவை என்று he was asking in Thiru Chattibutram. Again, here he was asking, பொன்னார் திருவடிக்கு ஒன்று உண்டு விண்ணப்பம் மின்னாரும் மூவிலைச் சூலம் என்மேல் பொறித்துவை. So he made two demands, one in Pennagadam, another one in Thirunallur. These two are very important because these two, only Upper has requested, Upper has submitted the demand. So nobody else had asked the Lord Shiva to put the stamps on their shoulders, or they did not ask Perumal to put his feet on their head. They never asked. Upper only asked. So these two were awarded with him by the Lord Shiva at Thirupennagadam and at Thirunallur. So Thirupennagadam is a place where our Upper Swami was blessed. Lord Shiva sent his servants to put the symbols on the shoulders of Upper. So such was the greatness of this temple. So Upper Swami's demand was immediately met with and fulfilled. His desire was fulfilled. So the speciality of the temple, I have to indicate that in this temple, I told you that Shivalingam will be installed in temples either facing east or facing west. Lord Shiva, the Shivalingam, would be looking on the eastern side or western side. Usually this could be the case. Usually this would be the case. Either you would be facing eastern side or you would be facing western side. Eastern side facing, if you go and worship, he will give you money. Western side, if you go and worship, if he is facing western side and if you go and submit your prayers, then he will give you jnanam, wisdom. This will be the usual saying about Shivalingams facing west and east. But what about Tungani Madam? The speciality is he is seen on the four directions. He is seen on four directions. If you just see in the picture, you can see there is a sieve through which he was being worshipped. On 4 directions, if you look at the eastern side, you can see him. If you come to western side, you can see him through the sieve or through the window. It's a window type. You can see through the holes. You can worship him. From which direction you are looking at him is the direction he is looking at. If you go to the eastern side and if you are looking at him, then he is looking at the eastern direction. If you just come around and if you see on the western side, he is said to be looking at western side. But here you can see his western face also. Not only east and west, if you go to northern side, you can see him. If you go to southern direction, again you can see him. On 4 directions, through the sieves, you can worship him. There will be small holes. It is in Tamil called salaram, window. Through the window, you will be able to worship him on all the directions. Northern side, eastern side, western side, southern side, all these. This is very, very special about this temple. The very speciality of this temple is you are able to see him on 4 directions. So this temple, if you want to purify the total body, the organs, this is the temple where you go, recite the song, get his mercy, get yourself purified in body wise. That's how Upper did that in this temple. He came over here, he begged, he requested, "Oh my Lord, you accepted my soul, but convince me that you are also accepted my body. If you send your people, and if they stamp it, if they put the stamps on my shoulders, your sulam and your bull, then I will understand that you are also accepted. You have forgiven my sins committed in the past." Jains don't accept God. Jains, they will show their slur over Lord Shiva. They will be expressing their aversion very blankly and blindly. So in those circumstances, under those atmosphere, I grew up for about 20 to 25 years. That is why Upper Swami had requested Lord Shiva to purify him body wise, and he asked him to put these stamps of bull and shulam on his shoulders. God also fulfilled his desire there. So the unique temple also concerned about another Nayanmar, Kaliya Nayanar, Kalikamba Nayanar. Kaliya Nayanar related to Thiruottiyu. Kalikamba Nayanar. There is a Sannidhi for him also. Above all, very, very important, our Meiganda Deva Nayanar, his father, Achyuta Kalapalar, he was belonging to this place. And only near this temple, there is a Meiganda temple also, where we visited and they had darshan of Meiganda. It was a very nice, small but simple but very nice temple for Meiganda. So it is concerned about our Meiganda also, this Pennagadam. Pennagadam is in between Virudhachalam and Ulundurpettai, we can say. It is near Virudhachalam. It belongs to Nadunadu. Tungani Madam Saivats, definitely they don't miss and they visit, all Saivats visit. Because of its unique features, they go over there, have darshan. On all four sides they have darshan. And it is a unique experience. It is a unique experience if you go and have darshan of Thirupennagadam. Another temple concerned about the experience of our Upper Swamigal is Thirunallur. Thirunallur. Once again, Thirunallur, it's a unique temple. Nallur Yemberumanar Nallavare, Upper Swamigal says. So when Upper Swamigal visited Tiruchattimutram, he once again made another request. He asked the Lord Shiva to put his lotus feet on his head. Tiruvadi Diksha. Oh my Lord, put your lotus feet on my head. And once Yama by chance comes to me, he will be seeing this mark of your lotus feet on my head, and he will not be having the guts to come near me, because he knows the lotus feet and he had experience, already an experience with these feet. You kicked him only with those feet, and that fellow will be very afraid of your lotus feet. So please put your lotus feet on my head, because I don't want to go with that Yaman. During my final day, I don't want to elongate my life in this earth also. I don't want my life to be extended in this earth. That is not my idea. I don't want my elongated life. But what I want is, I should not be taken away by Yaman, which will ensure my next birth. Again, I am going to come to this world. It indicates if the Yama takes me. But if my soul is taken by your Bhudaganam, by your people, then I can rest assured that I will not come back to this world and meet the sufferings. I am going to be under your cover. So to make things sure, kindly put your lotus feet on my head. Tiruvadi Diksha Thandarulveer. கோவாய் முடுகி அடுதிரல் கூற்றம் குமைப்பதன் முன் பூவார் அடிச்சுவடு என்மேல் பொறித்துவை போகவிடில் மூவா முழுப்பழி மூளும் கண்டாயி திருச்சத்திமுற்றத்து சிவக்கொழுந்தே. But some or other, for reasons not known, Lord Shiva asked him to come to Thirunallur to consider his request. Of course, Upper Swamigal was bewildered. He was wondering why Lord Shiva asked us to come to another temple instead of blessing the thing that we have requested. Why he asked us to come to another temple? Either he may not be willing to do that. Is it not? Suppose somebody is coming and asking something. We don't want to give. What will we do? No, I will not give. Such things will not be the reply. We will see. Let us see. You come tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. You will see. Is it not? You will say like that. Then you will make it sure that you are not available tomorrow. Is it not? That will be the attitude. That is why the fellow will think he is asking me to come tomorrow, whether he will be available or not. He will escape. So, Appar Swamigal doubted not the genuinity of Lord Shiva, but the deserving thing, whether we deserve it. We are not fit for it. We may not be meeting the requirements. We are asking some demand. We must meet the requirements. We are asking Lord Shiva to put his lotus feet on our head, but we should meet the basic requirements. We may not be meeting. That is why God has said, either said no, neither said no, nor said yes. He said, just simply said, come to Thirunallur. Come to Thirunallur. So that is why he got bewildered. He was wondering, but he has to obey the orders, isn't it? Come to Thirunallur means he has to go to Thirunallur. So he was proceeding to Thirunallur, the temple we are going to see. A very nice Gopuram we were just seeing, Thirunallur Gopuram we were seeing. It is an artificial hill. It's an artificial hill in Thirunallur. Kattumalai, people would say. The Sivalingam is very, very special there. It is because it will show or it will be seen with the 5 colors during a day. That is why he is called Panchavarneswarar. Swami is called Panchavarneswarar. He is available in 5 different colors during a day. Even now, even today, people are experiencing such visions. If you go to the morning, darshan, your vision will be one. That cannot be also very definitely said. It may be whitish or it may copper clad. I visited at about 3:30 or 4 o'clock. I had darshan about 4:30 or something like that. Sivalingam, the Moolavar looked like copper cladded stone. Copper cladded stone it was looking. It was a wonderful scene. So likewise, people have different opinions, but 5 colors that Sivacharya would be telling that during the day, the Lord will appear in 5 different moods. 5 different moods. It is your experience. It cannot be described or depicted or put in words. Different colors, different postures, 5 different postures. Panchavarneswarar. So to that temple, Appar Swamigal was proceeding. The border of the city, town, the border of the town, Lord Shiva was waiting for him. He was waiting for him. Oh, my nice Navakars, come over, come over. I am just waiting for you. Oh, come over, come over. I am going to bless you the thing you have wanted. You want my legs to be put on your head, isn't it? Come on, I will give you. He called him and he blessed him with his request. This is being narrated by Appar's own words. Nineindurugumadiyarai nayyavaittar. Nineindurugumadiyarai nayyavaittar. நில்லாமே தீவினைகள் நீங்க வைத்தார். நினைந்துருகும் அடியாரை நைய வைத்தார். நில்லாமே தீவினைகள் நீங்க வைத்தார். நனைந்தனைய திருவடியன் தலை மேல் வைத்தார். நல்லூர் எம் பெருமானார் நல்லவாரே. He is giving the proof. He is giving the solid proof that Lord Shiva blessed him with his feet on his head. Tiruvadi Dikshay. This means Tiruvadi Dikshay. Lord Shiva accorded him Tiruvadi Dikshay. That is what he longed. That is what he prayed. That is what he requested in Tiruchattimutram. That was fulfilled in Thirunallur. So what we infer from this experience, what we are being taught by this experience, if you submit any request, if it is not fulfilled immediately, wait. Lord Shiva is delaying, maybe because of so many reasons. So you better wait. Upper says, நில்லாமே தீவினைகள் நீங்க வைத்தார். He made me fit during this period. He made me fit. That's what it means. நினைந்துருகும் அடியாரை நைய வைத்தார். The devotees are always thinking about him. They are also getting melted with their love on him. But the reciprocation from Lord Shiva, may not be an immediate reciprocation. It may get delayed. We may not know why that delay, or why he has not responded, or why he has not fulfilled our request. All those things may not be explained. We may not be knowing, but he says, நில்லாமே தீவினைகள் நீங்க வைத்தார். He just wiped out all my sins which were blocking my blessings, which were blocking the blessings of my Lord. So he was doing all the things that to null away my sins. தீவினைகள் நீங்க வைத்தார். நனைந்தனைய திருவடி என் தலை மேல் வைத்தார். Upper Swami claims that Lord Shiva put his feet on my head. He is claiming that he put his feet on his head. The proof for the feel is that it was wet. The feet was wet. They were wet. Tiruvadi, he is saying in a singular form. That is why I am also telling you in a singular form. If you take plural, Tiruvadigal, Tiruvadi en தலைமேல் வைத்தார். நல்லூர் எம் பெருமானார் நல்லவாரே. He was putting his lotus feet on my head and I felt them. I was blessed with the feel also. Is it not? That is very important. I must get the feel. I got the feeling. That's how he claims. So, the temple Thirunallur, as far as the biography of Appar Swamigal is concerned, it's a very important place. Connected, related, concerned. So if you go to Thirunallur, you may appreciate the Lord's kindness and his mercy. Thirunallur is in between Kumbakonam and Tanjavur. It is placed. As a matter of fact, From Nadunadu to he was traveling to Cholanadu. Cholanadu. So the temple, it is very important to have darshan of Kalyana Sundarar. If I am correct, the primary deity is known as Kalyana Sundareswarar. Ambal is Kalyana Sundari. Kalyana Sundari. So this temple is an unique temple as far as Upper Swami's experience is concerned. Why I am telling this Thungani Madam, Thirunallur, because these temples are not the same temples. They give different experiences, different feel for the devotees, for our ancestors. Our mentor, our Guru, our Jnana Guru, Upper Swamigal, he is getting different experiences in different temples. In Thungani Madam, the symbol bull and shulam were put on his shoulders when he requested. He got the feeling to get those things only in the temple here. In no other temple he didn't get the idea. He got the idea only here. He got the feeling only here. And it was fulfilled there itself. But when he visited Tiruchettimutram, he thought that I should get the lotus feet put on my head of Lord Shiva. Lotus feet of Lord Shiva should be put on my head. I should have the mark on my head. This indicates the Tiruvadi Diksha. This only will avoid my capturing by Yamadharma during my last days. I don't want to be caught by that fellow. I don't want to be taken away by that fellow. Then I have to go to all the routines. Then I will be put back to my birth again by Brahma. So I don't want that course. I always want to be under the feet of Lord Shiva. I will be under his care. Let me not worry about the status or position that he is going to put me in his world. Let it be anything. But I want to be under his control. I want to be under his care, not under the care of Yama and Brahma. I want to be under the care of Lord Shiva. So he was making it sure. So he was making the whole body pure by putting those symbols, but he again, when I am leaving this body, where will I go? I have to go, I have to go only with the Lord Shiva. So, Yama Thudargal Varamal, Puda Kadangal Varavandum. That is why he prayed Lord Shiva. So this feeling where he got in Tiruchettimutram. He got that feeling in Tiruchettimutram. But there itself it was not completed. It was fulfilled only in Thirunallur, because Thirunallur is that place where you are getting that Tiruvadi Diksha. So temples are different. Why these temples are not, they look alike, they are not equal, they are not the same, they are not one and the same. That is why our ancestors, they were insisting, and they are insisting, that we should visit as many temples as we want. From north to south, from east to west, you go to Shiva temples as much as possible. Spend some time there. Nobody knows in which temple you are going to get the click. It may match your soul rhythm or tune, and you may get clicked. So often visit Shiva temple, have the inclination to visit the temple, spend some time, don't rush it up, don't go to temple in haste mood and speedy mood, spend some time and you may feel the uniqueness of the temple in the particular temple. So once again we are discussing about the holy deities of Lord Shiva. So the deities give the different feelings, unique feelings, and why I am insisting is we should not be under the impression that all temples have only Sivalingam as Moolavar. There is no difference. There is no difference. Everywhere you go, you find a Sivalingam at the Moolavar. They are looking alike, and there is no difference, very big difference. If you go to this temple, you need not go to another temple, because the same Moolavar, same other deities in and around. So you may not go. People may suggest, but that is not true. All temples are not alike. The temples are having different notes, different themes, and the temples, they will be offering different feel. So it is my suggestion that whenever we visit this temple, Thirunallur, these Tunganai Madam, they are different temples. Even though they are concerned with a lot, our Upper Swami's biography, his life, concerned about his life cycle or incident in his life, but these two temples are very important as far as feel is concerned. Oh, why I am stressing is, I have been telling you that whenever you go to a temple, you have a feel. You are having a feel, you must have the feel. Again and again, I am insisting that even though all temples may look alike, the feels are not equal, are not same. They are different. So to substantiate, to justify, I was telling you all the details about these two temples. Even though I have discussed here these two temples, it is the same thing with the other temples also. There may be lot of other temples. Every temple will have such a feel. Will have a feel like this. For example, if you go to Thirunallur, Sundarar here visited all these temples. So many temples were there. But where he got final approval from Lord Shiva to come back, he got the approval to come back. Where he got the final approval? Not in Cholanadu, not in Pandyanadu, not in the place of Chola, not in the place of Pandyas. He got the approval only in Sharan, in the kingdom of Chera, in Malay Nadu. He got the approval because there he felt, when visited Thirunallur, when he worshipped the Moolavar, he got the feeling, he is the one who is going to give me the final liberation or final approval to complete my mission in this world. So he submitted that request. It was granted, is it not? There he made the appeal. He didn't make the appeal by anywhere else. He didn't make the appeal anywhere else. He made the appeal only in Thirunallur. Why he must be making the appeal in Thirunallur? Because he got that feel. வெறுத்தேன் மணி வாழ்க்கை விட்டொழிந்தேன் விளங்கும் குடை காதுடையோனே. That is how he submitted. Before completing his darshan, when he was going around the temple and proceeding towards the entrance, he just witnessed the white elephant. with Brahma, Thirumal, Indran, all these people were waiting for him. Waiting for him. Thirumal waiting for him. Brahma waiting for him. Just understand the greatness of Sundarar. The greatness cannot be measured by words. It can be felt a little by the feel. So he was granted, and he knew that this, by my feel, that if I make this request here, it will be granted. Okay, I will make the request. If you just understand the situation and the circumstantial situation, if you just look at it, he was alone there. Cheraman Perumal Nayanar didn't accompany him. He came alone by himself to the temple and he made the request. Now I want to stress one more point. He visited the temple even before that. This is the second time, or when he came again to Thirunallur for the second time. On his second trip, he was going to the temple. During his second trip, first trip he came over, worshipped and went away. During the second trip alone, he came alone and made the request. Only that time he got the feel. That is why I am saying that whenever you go to a temple, not all the times you get the same feeling from the same temple. He got something that I am going to get a feel from this temple. That is why he visited again. He came over to Thirunallur not only because of Kalaitarivar, but also because of Thirunallur. And he came over, he got that feel, he submitted, was granted and took off. Isn't it? He just took off to Kailayam, leaving alone everything on the ground. Till this time he was grounded. Now he got insulated from this ground. He left everything here and just got degrounded. He was proceeding to his original place, Kailayam. So once again I am stressing this, that whenever you visit the temple, try to catch the feel of the temple. If you are successful in catching the feel of the temple, then you are going to be getting the bliss, everything from Lord Shiva. That is why our ancestors built so many temples. Don't think why they built so many temples in so many places. People may be wondering. No, they must understand the real reality behind this and the reason behind different temples. They are not alike. The pattern may be alike. The way in which it should be built, it may alike, because the prototype is only a human body. So it will be only like that, but the feel is not the same in all the temples. With this, I am just concluding this session. Again, we will be meeting next week. To conclude this session, I will be reciting Panchakshara 5 times. Kindly follow me. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Tiruchitrambalam. We are starting a course on Sivanyana Bodham. It is going to be commenced. It's beginning in January. If you are interested to know the basic principles of Saiva Siddhantam through Sivanyana Bodham, because it is the first and foremost book on Saiva Siddhantam by Meykandar. It's a wonderful book. No book can be compared to this. Such an incomparable, beautiful, wonderful book on Shastram, Saiva Siddhanta Shastram, which is going to be taught by me every month 2 classes of 2 hours duration of 12 months total duration with the 24 classes. The fees for the course will be about rupees 2,750. It is only a sponsor. The course is going to commence on 9th of January, if I am correct. You can enroll yourself by contacting I have given 2 numbers here. By contacting any one number, you can just register yourself and make use of this. With this, I am just concluding. Once again, I am requesting you to be a subscriber for Gnanathirul. Subscribe to Gnanathirul. And Gnanathirul is also released a book on Jnanasambandhar, a comic book which should be read by all our children. They will be blessed with the good habits and manners because of this. So their wisdom also will be very much improving. So kindly get this book for them. They will be delighted and they will enjoy going through this book. With this, I am just concluding. I am again thanking our Qatar couple, Mrs. and Mr. Saravanan, for getting interested in promoting such lectures in English for people who may not be well versed with the Tamil, but still they will be willing to know the basic principles of Saiva Siddhantam. So for those devotees, for those people, these sessions will be useful, I hope. So by God's grace, they will be also knowing the details of Saiva Siddhantam and the details of our Hindu temples, and they will be benefited by these sessions. Okay, let me conclude this session with my usual slogans. Tennaaduடைய சிவனே போற்றி, எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி, வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு அரோகரா. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.